What's up, everybody? It's your boy Trashboat the Goat, back with some more Predecessor. And because Predecessor is getting a little bit more popular and there's an influx of new players and everything, I thought I'd go ahead and try my hand at a video like this. So here are 3 easy tips that you can use to get better at Predecessor. Tip number 1. Go ahead and familiarize yourself with the card system. Now, the cool thing about Predecessor is that it gives you recommended cards for when you jump into the game. Cards that you can use that are just universal and good for that character in general. However, those cards may not be the best cards for the matchup that you're in. For example, you are in offlane and you're going up against an Aurora. Now, all the recommended cards is giving you physical armor and things like that. However, Aurora does magical damage. So what you would like to do is go ahead and look at all the cards that give you magical armor. Now, there are different cards that do different things, and some cards are better than others for certain characters. Some cards are better in general, some cards are just better for situations. If you were to go into that situation with just physical armor or none of that, you'll get blown up. That's why the more you know about the cards, the better card that you'll pick for that situation. There are so many ways to do this. You could do this in game, you could do this in training and test them out that way, or you could just take the time and go through the menu and look at those cards in general and see which one's gonna be better for you. The more cards you know, the better that your character can be, rather than you just using the recommended and only being as good as the recommended. Tip number 2. Go ahead and familiarize yourself with the map and learn ward placements. What that means is, what you want to do is you want to run around the map a couple of times. Make sure you know where everything is, like where Fang 2, where War Prime, where certain buffs are, where the jungle is, where your lanes are, and how to get to the lanes and travel, like the fastest routes to each lane and everything like that. Also, learn how to read the mini-map. The mini-map will tell you everything that you need to know about what's going on. Enemies are missing. They won't be on the map because they're missing. Enemies are coming towards you. They won't be on the map unless they pop on a ward. If you know where they're at on the ward, then you know where they're at. You know where to get out or understand how to attack. Either way, what you want to do is know how to read that map and know exactly where you are on the map, or where your teammates are on the map, or where the enemies are on the map. Now, it's always going to be a little bit difficult because just because you place a ward somewhere doesn't mean that they're going to show up. But if they do go through that ward, they definitely will show up, giving you some sort of ping, letting you know that they're there, and that means you can easily retreat, or you can easily go in and get the kill. Or, in this terms, gank. And the last tip, which is tip number 3, go ahead and familiarize yourself with all of the characters. And what that means for me is to play a match with each and every single character that you have available to you. And if that character is not available to you, hop into practice mode, because you can play with all of the characters in the practice mode to see if you like that character enough to even purchase that character. Once you know how a character moves, how a character fights, and all of the things that the character can do, it's easier to fight against them or to know what your team can do. You see what I'm saying? As you get better at Predecessor, you'll understand that some characters are really, really good and some characters are not. But each character can be really, really, really good with the right team composition. And if you know what this character does, even if you don't play this character, you still know what that character can do. So you can either, if they're on your team, fight with them more effectively, or if they're not on your team, fight against them more effectively, because you know what to avoid, what to not get hit by, and what they can do. I promise you, the more that you know about the characters in this game, the better you will be. And that is just 100% truth right there. Make sure that you have some sort of knowledge of what all the characters can do, because the more knowledge that you have in the game, the better you will be at the game. And it's just facts, you know what I'm saying? Now, there are so many more things that we could talk about, but I just wanted to give you 3 quick, easy tips. And those, in my opinion, are really, really good tips, because if you know ward placement, you know your character, you know your cards, you know the map, you know all of this stuff, the only thing that comes down to it is a skill level. And you can only get better with knowledge. I'm just being honest. If you don't have the knowledge, gonna get blowed up every time, and you don't want to get blowed up. You don't want to get ganked. You don't want to be a reason why your team is losing. However, I will say that even with all of this knowledge, it can still be. So, just take everything that I said, absorb it, practice it, and you'll see an improvement. And if you don't, then, maybe this may not be the game for you. But more knowledge, more power. And the more information that you have with your cards, how to read the maps, and what the characters are, I promise you, you will see your win percent go up way more. But that's just it for tonight. I just wanted to go ahead and try my hand at that. I hope this was informational. If it was, please drop a like, leave a comment, say thank you. And if it wasn't, then hey, thank you for watching. Either way, I want you to get better at Predecessor. I like to get better at Predecessor. I like this game. You like this game. So we might as well be good at it, right? You already know. It's your boy Trash Boat to Go. Catch you next time.
Tell me, baby, do you want it?